We're up. We're up.
We are?
Hey, yeah, it's noon.
It's high noon.
It's high noon. Yeah.
Wow, welcome.
Yeah. Welcome to our viewer, Mike
Yeah.
Brazell.
This is your show. Mike, this is your life. Do you remember this voice from your past? Mike Brazell, get me a butt in here. Remember that show?
Yep.
Was
This
it
is your
called
life?
This is your life.
Yeah.
And they do those voices. It's a pretty good show. They should bring that back. But I don't know.
Well, they probably did somewhere.
Over and over. Hey. Hey, shout out to Raven's Rookery. Get a chance on YouTube, check out Raven's Rookery, okay? It's my buddy's show, and he does a good job. And so, I talk about it. Hey, speaking of good shows and good jobs, he's not even on here yet. Hey, you know what?
We got another one from a different way.
Who?
Mr. Pinto. He's
Mark Pinto!
He's a sick horse.
He's sick.
Said he's on the mend.
He's mending up.
Pinto.
But
Pinto.
this will,
Oh my God.
This will cure your.
Are you ready for the glue factory? What the hell? Oh, the bat?
Oh, the back. No, yeah. I'm going to do a 3D effect. First ever 3D effect on Facebook Live. Are you ready? Are you guys at home ready?
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, bats are coming in.
That one flew pretty cool.
Yeah, why? Here, look at this bat. It's coming right at you. Whoa, that
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, there it is. Here.
Ah.
Okay, that was a 3D effect. First ever. That's a midnight movie. Midday's Mayhem first.
You're nuts.
What'd he do? What's he
He's
do?
got somebody clipped in their finger.
Yeah, he's clicking his finger, but
Yeah,
which
he's
finger
a-
is he clicking?
Yeah.
I can click. I can click my fourth finger. Well, Mark, I hope you're feeling better today, buddy. Even though Mark was sick, very sick,
Yeah.
okay, he managed to send, which I'll be posting later on today, the new ad for our appearance at the Monster Fest Mania on February 3rd. So he managed to get that done for us. So thank you, Mark. As a matter of fact, Mark, just so you know,
Grandmaster P, man.
Grandmaster
Grandmaster Pinto.
I got a problem with reading my notes here, so give me
Oh,
1 second.
yeah.
I do, because I got some important stuff. Oh, here, right here on my list, see, you can read that. I got a shout out to Mark Pinto, see? Already written
Yeah.
because he's been sick, so I was going to do a shout out. I had it all planned. Shout out to Mark Pinto, hope you're feeling better. Hey, listen, everybody out there, can we send some prayers and thoughts to Eddie Harlow? I got a little note from his ex-wife. He's not doing good at all.
Oh, my God.
And yeah, he's going into the nursing home or something, she said, probably, and he's in really, really rough shape.
Wow.
So thoughts and prayers with Eddie. Eddie, praying that
Got it,
you
buddy.
can pull out of it, and a great fan, a great guy, and so we're all pulling for you. So everybody take a second and say a prayer for Eddie, because he's a nice guy. He likes all these horror host shows, and you hate to see anybody going through that. So. The good news is my buddy from school, okay, from high school,
Yeah.
he was diagnosed with
Did he
cancer.
finally graduate?
He did finally from West Tech, because it takes a while. But
For something. That's something.
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, we're keeping him busy. 'Cause he's
Yeah.
obviously got nothing important to do. But anyhow, my friend Jim, okay,
Yeah.
he was diagnosed with cancer. He went through the treatments and stuff like that. And praise God, okay, they said that he's right now cancer free.
That's awesome thing.
For people out there that are going through some stuff, just stay positive and do what you got to do. And
Been there, done
God
that.
will take
God
care
bless
of
you,
the rest.
man.
That's right. God will take care of the rest. So stay
Been
positive.
there, done that.
So hey, that's a pretty good start to the show. We did a couple of good things. I'm gonna mark that off. See, look at that,
Mark 'em
Dawn.
off.
Dawn.
You're going to pin them off?
Done. Two things done. We did a 3D effect. That was something I just came up with merely seconds before the show. I'm just stupid, but I don't care.
We're
I was
for break. He's installing a kitchen floor.
He's putting a floor in?
He's putting a floor in.
Really?
He's getting floored.
If he ever invites me out to his new home, I'll come out there and take a look.
Oh, you're going to go help him? Hey, hey,
If
you
you
said
need
he'd
some
help.
help. If you need some help, I go out there and watch him. I don't know how helpful I'd be. He's the man with the tools. He knows how to do this stuff. What else I got here,
He's
Jimmy?
got the tools.
I
don't know what you got. I don't see
I'm
that.
not play.
I don't see.
I do the show.
No, I can't read that writing into
It's fine. It's right. It's right. I'm writing like that.
You do the
for a
show. I
reason.
keep counterpunching.
I'm having a hard time reading that.
You know, there's still.
I know.
There's still lots of gunpowder
I
around.
dusted it off. But I got to switch hats up today. I got to take off my Monster Fest Mania hat where we'll be appearing February 3rd. And I got some great news on that. A lot of our horror host friends and family are coming from way out of town to see us, to see Drek and Karita, and they're going to be hanging out. Doc Dredd's coming.
It'll be fun.
Cool? We got Chad Bunny's coming. We got Terry that does the cool shirts at the shows. She's coming. And the Doc Dredd's fan club. He's got a fan club. Where's our fan club? Oh, it's Mike Purcell.
I know. Yeah, we got lots of fans.
But they're all coming
They
up.
haven't clubbed
too.
up yet.
They're all coming up too, so we're gonna have a cool time at Monster Fest Mania. And not only will there be horror hosts like us sitting around, selling our wares, but there's gonna be more walking around and stuff like Doc Dredd. We'll probably have them stop by our table and hang out for a while.
Hey,
Monster Fest Mania.
Don't forget, Dr. Midnight's going to be there.
Dr. Midnight. So that's what it's going to be. That's what I was thinking about. It's going to be 2 doctors in the house. So you don't have to worry about anything. With 2 doctors in the house, Doc Dredd and Dr. Midnight. Of course, I do have to say, and as Doc says on the show, not a real doctor, but still, Dr. Midnight, I don't know what he is.
Ellie wants to know where Triv and where's Vern.
They're at work!
Yeah, they're working.
Where are you at work, Ellie? Are you at work? You're retired like us. So,
We assume they're working. We don't know.
Yeah.
And, I'm pretty sure Triv's working because, he does work real hard.
Trevor will probably tune in because he
don't know about Vern.
Vern.
Vern's the unknown.
Nobody knows about Vern.
Nobody knows about
He's
Vern.
a mystery man. But
Man
Trevor,
of mystery.
yeah, man of mystery.
Man of mystery.
Man of mystery. But Trevor will probably tune in because he did share that we're going to do the show today. So he's a busy man.
Yeah, he's got it in between his.
Delivering those items.
Yeah, in between his delivery. So we'll see him at some point, I'm sure.
I didn't tell you, but today, because I want to be protected. All right,
Yeah.
I want to be protected because they are listening. If you're on Facebook, they're tracking you, right? If you're on that phone, the government's somebody's tracking you. If you mention something, it pops up on your phone, does it not?
Thanks, Mike.
What do you say now?
No, you make a post in the thing about February 3rd.
Wow, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, we get you in a control room or wherever you are.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
The remote control room.
Yeah, that's
The
good.
remote control room.
It's very remote because he lives in a remote area.
The remote control
See
room.
how I did that? But
That was a
anyways.
good play on words, too.
Yeah,
The
I didn't
remote.
say.
Yeah. So,
You probably thought about that first. I was just like riding on it.
anyway.
I'm not even doing this other than. No,
Yeah,
I'm going to do
We
it.
already started. Can't stop.
Because I
now.
wrote a lot of stuff, so I got to do it. But see, I had
Go
to
ahead.
put,
Go ahead.
if I put my foil hat on first.
Punch, counter punch. Here we go. And why are you wearing that?
Because today we're going to be talking about some controversial subject, and I don't want the big brother to get into my brain.
The other day at the apartment, I was sitting with a couple other guys. We were talking, and neither one of them had seen the movie Caveman. Neither one have seen Caveman.
With
It's like,
Ringo Starr?
yeah, with Ringo Starr,
Okay.
Barbara Bach.
I haven't seen it.
They hadn't seen Caveman.
Okay.
I said, we got to watch it. Lo and behold, on my phone, something with all the ads or something popped up, and there was a picture of Starr and Bach, and it was like, oh my God. The phone was on my hip, and it's talking, and all of a sudden, I didn't have Facebook open. It's just the phone sitting here.
Yeah, the phone.
It's always live. Big brother, be watching.
Well, to think about it, everybody has a cell phone. It's almost like putting a microphone in every single person's pocket. So we are being watched. So hey,
That's a good picture. It almost looks like you a little bit if you had hair.
yeah, it's really good. We'll keep him challenged. He's doing good. He's keeping up with us. He's keeping up. So, anyways, today, here's the subject. Okay, now
Okay.
they got kicked off by this. I just found out that they had the mission to land a man on the moon by NASA. Okay,
Yeah.
was scheduled to be this year,
Yeah.
but it had to get scrubbed because they found a gas leak. Okay, now I'm not talking about
Wasn't me.
no. I was going to
Wasn't
say,
me.
so one of the astronauts farting, but I guess isn't a gas leak? I almost said an ass leak, but I can't say that because Meta will get me. So now it's canceled to 2026. So it's going to take them 2 years to fix this gas leak. Okay, so it kind of makes you think, like, really? We sent a man to the moon back in 1969, but now we can't get a man back to the moon. We have, how many years was that? 69, a lot of years. 40-something years, 50 years.
Yeah, I forget when the last person or the last
Yeah, they had,
actual moon flight.
oh, what did they go up to, like Apollo 17 or something? I don't know.
I forget the last one,
But they can't get nobody back there. We can't figure out, we got to, what do we do, the space shuttle and all that stuff, but now we can't figure out a gas leak. It's going to take them 2 years. But I started thinking about it. I am a fan of conspiracy theories.
yes.
I go down every rabbit hole,
Okay.
okay?
Which one did you go down this time?
Today I went down, it was the moon landing faked. It
Oh,
was a moon landing fake, a simple one. It's a good, what do you call it, like a good one to start off on,
Okay.
All
right.
So, what I have here today is like a list of some of the things that people build on when they say it was faked, all right? And then I also have the kind of weird, explanations from the government about it, all right? What do you think about that? So, we're not even talking about a movie yet today. I usually do movies.
Yeah.
Today we're actually talking a little bit about conspiracy theory. If you're not a conspiracy theorist and you're interested in getting hooked into one, here's how it starts, okay?
Okay. Conspire me.
Okay, I'm going to conspire you. They say in all the NASA photos taken on the surface of the moon, it's fake because there are no stars in the background. You see the whole dark sky, but you don't see any stars.
That was because of the flash.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good, Denny. The government says it's because the sun shines so brightly and reflects so brightly on the surface of the moon that it's almost impossible for a camera situated on the moon to adjust its aperture enough to capture light in the distance.
Oh, that was a good word, aperture.
Yeah, see that? I did my
I don't
research.
know. I'll go with the flash.
Well, yeah, basically it is a flash.
Yeah,
It's-
the flash. The
it's-
sun flashed us.
The sun flashes us, and that's why you don't see any stars, okay? So that's one of the things people are like, hey, there's no stars out there. I've seen movies, the spaceships, and there's stars all over the place. Well, that's one of the things, and that's what the government said. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Number two, the Sea Rock. Did you ever hear about the Sea Rock?
The Sea Rock.
Sea Rock.
No, I heard of IROC.
Like the ABC.
No,
Sea Rock.
Sea Rock.
One of the pictures taken by NASA on the surface
Hey,
of the
Trim's
moon.
popping in real quick.
There he is. Ellie, there he is.
Yeah,
now.
he's here, Ellie.
He's here. I told you he's popping in. We're doing conspiracy theory today, Triv. Was the moon landing faked? Okay. And we're just discussing some of the facts. The Sea Rock right now.
He's assigned us with the task. We'll talk about it later.
Who's he to jump in here and give us a task?
Yeah.
We're retired. We don't do tasks.
Yes, Amanda, you did. Miss Childers is with us.
She's with us too. I'll give her a wink.
Yeah.
I'll give her a
Give her
wink.
that little wink.
And a little. That's all
You got a bell and a wink.
The Sea Rock. One of
Rock.
the pictures on the surface of the moon taken by NASA shows a rock, and there's a sea carved into it.
Well, of course, they landed on the Sea of Tranquility.
That's all I got for now. Okay, got a double.
So I've busted those two real quick.
Well, a lot of people think that it's because it's part of a prop department and the way of labeling everything where stuff should go. So that rock C, maybe it was going to the Sea of Tranquility. But the government says, oh, no, that's not a sea on the rock.
There's Sea Rock.
It's a stray hair. It's a stray hair in the lens.
A rabbit?
Yeah, stray hair. Maybe I was up there in my early years, and some of this fell off.
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny. Oh, that could have been possible.
Yeah, because he's up there with that Marvin the Martian, right?
Yeah.
But no, it's just the hair that's on the lens, How's the hair get on the lens of the camera on the surface of the moon? And then they also said, well, it's probably could be a fake picture.
It was a spider web. They hadn't used it in a while.
I don't know, but that is a weird one.
That is a weird
That's Sea Rock. So I don't know about that. But
No, other than being in Sea of Tranquility.
yeah, that could explain it all, Denny. The government needs to hire Denny. He's got the explanations.
I just want the benefits.
How about this one? Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Is it too late? It could be
for
like,
us.
we just sit around, we explain away this stuff, and the government just pays us.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we can do that. Hire us. If
We're
you're listening.
We're authority.
Big brother, if you're
Yeah.
listening, hire us.
They are listening. Meta's listening. Hey, we even work for Facebook. We don't care. How about this one, Denny? The shadow links are different for the astronauts, even though they're standing together. The shadows are all over the place. You know, there's only one light source, and that source is
Sun.
the sun. So why are the shadows all different lengths? Okay, what do you got to say about that?
Well, there was the flash in the sun.
I think you're a flash in the pan. I don't think that one's going to hold water down. But what the government says.
Yes, what
Well,
did
people
the government
are
say?
saying, it's faulty stage lighting. Like, we got our stage lighting here.
Yeah.
Well, it's faulty stage lighting. Are we casting a shadow? No, we're not even casting a shadow. But the government says, no. That's because of all the rough and hilly surfaces, it's casting different angles and stuff like that. So, no, it's not faulty stage lighting. Okay. All right. You like them so far?
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Number 4, and this one here gets a lot of people. The American flag that they planted in the ground is waving. How can it wave? There's no atmosphere on the moon. There's no wind to make it wave. Why is the flag waving? How is it?
It goes back to that passing gas problem.
Explain yourself then. Good.
Maybe it was crooked when they put it up.
Maybe they're sitting on the side of the moon and it was hanging down. What do you think? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, the government's saying, come on, you idiots. They're saying the movement was caused the flag, because there's no atmosphere on the moon, which I don't understand this. They said, so if there's no gravity on the moon, right? No atmosphere.
Very little.
If you plant a flag there, they said it would just hang loose. They just drape down. But I'm thinking, if there's no gravity, doesn't everything float? So wouldn't it float up? Wouldn't it float, you would think?
They washed it before they took it up there and got a lot of starch.
A lot of starch on it?
A lot of starch.
That is close, Benny. They said that they put a wire in it so to keep it erect. You know what I'm saying? They wanted it erect.
Yeah.
So
You have one of those wires, don't you?
yeah, I got one to keep things erect.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable.
Sorry.
But
I digressed.
Yeah.
I took it
then
south.
he gets a wink.
Yeah, I took it south.
But they said when they stuck it in the ground, that just caused it to wiggle, and that's what gave it the wave. So that's what government's saying.
Amanda, the wire? Is that a good explanation? Is that what you're talking about?
The wire.
The wire? She said something was a good explanation. I'm not sure what
The wire.
what
Probably your explanation, Danny, about the sea of tranquility. It's probably going bad. Okay.
All right. No.
What's this one say? They say that NASA used slow motion and wires to show the astronauts jumping up and down on the moon when they walk. It says it just looked fake, okay? Pop, pop, pop. So they're running and see the dust coming up and stuff like that. They say they used wires and slow motion photography to make the dust look like it, whatever. Well, the government said, come on, the dust they kick up settles right back down. Not like on Earth where there's atmosphere. If we make dust here, the dust goes up in like a cloud, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't just come right back down. But up there, it went up and then it's come back down. It didn't stay like in a dusty haze, if you will. That's because there's a vacuum atmosphere in space. A vacuum atmosphere. So it must be very clean.
Yeah. Hence,
Yeah.
Eureka. That's why they said Eureka.
Exactly. See, now you're getting it. So you go to the surface of the moon or any place in space, it's going to be clean because there's a vacuum.
It's a vacuum.
They say, hey, that footprint, when Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong took the one step for mankind, and they left that
Neil.
footprint
That was Neil.
with all the
From Ohio.
Wampakoneta.
Wampakoneta.
With the who?
Wampakoneta.
Is that a place?
Yeah.
You know here? Is that near here?
No.
What are they famous for besides that?
South.
Okay. Anyways, they said that is a fake. That shoe mark could not have been made by the astronauts because if you look at an astronaut's suit, the bottom of their feet is flat. There's no tread. What do you think about that? So that was
No, but
fake.
it was a moon boot, so it had tread.
Well, I'm just telling you what the people are saying. It's moon landing was fake, so that
Now,
was fake.
If on the bottom of it, it would have showed something that said like Converse on it or something, then I might have said it was fake.
Okay.
But it didn't say Converse.
It didn't say anything. It was just like some lines.
It said Air Jordan.
Yeah, it's really Air Jordan.
Air.
Well, the government says, listen, you
It
idiots.
was Air Armstrong. Air Armstrong.
I like that. Speaking of that, Big Will didn't tune in today.
No,
I think he's
no
mad.
Big Will.
He said on last show I'm watching, I think you made him mad a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
He said
just
this
because he
is
couldn't spell.
you remember, last show I'm watching, so he was
Yeah, he
serious.
couldn't spell.
The government says, dorks. That's what they said. They actually said that. Dorks. They said, the scientists didn't know what kind of surface was on the moon. They didn't know what the traction would be up there. So they made special overshoes that they slipped over there, like little footies they slipped over that had tread on them to help them give them more traction.
Yeah, so they, in short, they gave them
Some cross.
astronomical rubbers.
Yes. Yes. And
Simple explanation.
those were left on the surface of the moon because when
Of course, when you use the rubber, you always get rid of it.
You throw it away because there's a vacuum out there, so it's going to clean itself up, right?
Imagine what the aliens think our, what's look like.
Yeah. They seen a spaceship that was what do they call it? The shape of a cylinder
Yeah.
with a reservoir tip.
Yeah, I'm not well.
No, you're. Where's my button? You are not well though. He's not well today, guys.
No.
Mark, you're sick, but he's sick. Okay, if you're watching. But anyhow, that stuff, they had to save some room for the soil samples that they brought back, so they ditched all that stuff on the surface of the moon. So it should still be sitting up there. If you have any questions, go up there and
Why?
look.
You know what? Why did they have to save room? Why couldn't they just get rid of what they soiled and replaced it with the moon soil?
They erected a lot of stuff on the moon. They put a
Oh,
porta
what do I
potty
hear
up there.
about the erection?
A porta potty. Just like on a plane, right? You ever use a toilet on a plane? And when you flush it, doesn't it just like go
Yeah, I
out?
think it all just goes out.
Yeah, they could
You,
have.
know, you never look at, just like a bird, you never look up at a plane when it's flying overhead.
Right.
And
And
if
if
he
you
flushes, oh my God, can you picture
there
that?
we did a skit like that, remember?
Yeah, we did.
But if you're
It
on a
was
plane,
birds, not a plane.
it was birds, but it could have
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman.
Oh.
Plop, oh my God.
Super turd. What? Oh.
Super turd.
But if you ever fly in a plane, they say if you're up so high and the window or something shatters, you get sucked out.
Yeah.
So if space is a vacuum, right? They should have made like a little potty door back here in the back of the astronaut things, and they could have just lifted their flap and it would have been sucked right out. It would have been like a space enema. What do you think about that? Space enema. Just clean them out real good. Then they go back on this chip and they're eating it. You ever have that peanut butter stuff they had eaten? Space food and the ice cream that's all dried out.
It's all freeze dried.
Freeze dried, dehydrated space food. I don't think they still eat that stuff now. I think they got some actual food up there now, don't they?
Yeah, they cooked up the microwave and
Yeah, they got it going up there now.
solar heat.
They say, you know what? The moon landing was fake because if you look at the pictures of the lunar lander, there's no impact crater. You know, like when you land, you see, we watch our old movies, all that stuff coming up, and there's a crater.
Light as a bird, like a feather.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. I mean, the government goes, because since there's lack of gravity on the moon, it required less thrust to land. Plus, the thing was only made out of like tinfoil. Anyways, the lander was very light. So that's why, boom, boom, boom. Plus, the moon is solid rock.
So you're saying the astronauts are light thrusters.
Light thrusters. Okay.
Just in case anybody has any doubt.
Then you can take anything down the
Yeah,
road. Oh, Lord, here we go. How about this one, Denny? How
That was
about
pretty good, though.
Yes.
Go ahead.
the Van Allen radiation belt?
Van
Allen.
Oh, Van Allen.
Van Allen, you know
Yeah.
him?
No.
Radiation belt.
The radiation.
He's not a wrestler, okay?
No.
But this is a very bad area that they had the astronauts had to go to in their ship, full of radiation. And people are claiming if they had went in there, in that radiation belt, they would have been cooked alive with the radiation. Cooked alive. They said, no way, with the little, like I said, everything was made out of like tin foil and aluminum and stuff. It wasn't
Shake and bake astronauts.
Yeah, shake and bake astronauts. So they said that's one reason that's fake, because they couldn't survive the government said they went through it really quick, so there was low level radiation.
There's a little picture. Looks like a little outhouse.
The outhouse on the moon.
Yeah, they were stopping.
Hey, buddy.
They're on their way. Well, they were supposed to go to the Mars, but they had to pull off, use the restroom on the moon.
Moons.
Yeah, moon. Yeah.
Number 9.
Number
A
9.
lot of the NASA photos feature a crosshair, okay?
Crosshair.
Crosshairs, like, a gun. Crosshairs where they aim the pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
But the odd thing is, in some of the pictures, the objects are in front of the crosshairs. So the crosshair should be on top of the object you're aiming at, right? But in some of the pictures, the objects are in front of the crosshairs, leading people to say that the pictures were fake and people just got lazy.
Well, that's because they were looking at something farther on and somebody walked in front of it.
I don't think so. It could be done. But you know what, Denny?
Prove me wrong.
That explanation will hold its weight because they give no explanation for that one. The government has no explanation for that one. What do you think about that? Look, I put it
Oh,
on.
no.
What?
It was through the developing process and they reversed the image.
Okay. Okay, Denny. Send that one in because they don't have any. They didn't even try to explain that one away. And number 10, okay, my last one on this subject, okay. Yes. If you look, now the lunar lander has landed, right? That's why it's called a lunar lander. It landed. So they're taking pictures. Well, in some locations, you see the landscape, all right?
Yeah.
And then in other pictures, supposedly in different locations and different angles, you see this exact same landscape, but this time the lunar module is in front of it. Other times there is no lunar module there. So the lunar module just isn't picked up and moved, but the same background is there. So they said they just kind of moved the camera around on the set, using the same backgrounds, and forgot to, to leave the lunar lander in there. So they said that's fake.
It sounds like we might have had some kind of problem with Google Maps.
Something, but you know what? Once again, there's no explanation from the government on that one. Oh, are we getting somewhere? Are we starting to get somewhere? I don't know.
Hey, we earlier today,
Yep.
during our little conversation before the show, there was a quote that was possibly, maybe we don't know for sure, but could be true, don't know, attributed to some senator.
Okay.
Some senator, representative,
Okay.
that said that the moon is actually, I'm going to paraphrase it because I don't remember it. The moon is actually better than the sun because the moon shines bright even at night, where the sun only comes out and shines during the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
That's the kind of thinking that
That
our
was
government is
I was thinking out of the box.
being controlled by. So
That AOC.
AOC.
That's how they attributed it, but I'm pretty sure that was just a joke, but it was pretty funny. when read it.
I don't think so. Didn't see the same one that I was so excited about seeing. Never heard of a garbage disposal
Yeah.
at that time.
But we're not going to get political.
No, we're not.
We're not going to get political.
That's not political. That's stupid. I got one too, Denny.
Yes? What do you got?
I gotta find it. Oh, I found one. Some guy was saying, one of the conspiracy theorists said that it's impossible to land anything or even walk on the moon. You know why? Because the moon is made of light.
Bud Light? Miller Light?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He just said the moon's made of light.
Maybe it's just, that's just all foam.
Foam?
It's
It's
weird. Underneath it's weird.
It's making me thirsty. Wish I had. I could use it. So that's our little investigation into conspiracy theories. Now down the road, I want to do another one maybe with the Paul McCartney double conspiracy theory.
Walrus.
Yeah, and I want to wade in and get Mike Onesco to give me some of his thoughts on that, because I think he's got some thoughts on this Paul McCartney conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at some pictures. It doesn't look like the same Paul to me. I think it's the one and only Billy Squires.
Billy Preston.
Billy Spears. The one and only Billy Spears. So at a later date, Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do another one of those.
Never know.
Maybe you never know.
Never know. You guys are just like me. Never know what's going to happen when I sit down here.
Here's to finish this off. This is a good finisher. A lot of people are saying that Stanley Kubrick, the director of 2001: A Space Odyssey, he was coerced by the government to work 18 months on a soundstage at Area 51. You know, Area 51, shooting footage of a fake moon landing for Apollo 11 and 12. Okay, so they say that Stanley Kubrick, because he just did 2001: Space Odyssey, do better to depict the surface of the moon, right? So they say they coerced him to do this. He spent 18 months doing this. Okay,
the nerve of them that could coerce him.
Now, here's a couple conspiracy theorists say that he gave us a little. Stanley Kubrick gave us a little tip of the hat in the film The Shining, and it makes you think, all right? In The Shining, Jack Nicholson's son, the kid who plays Jack Nicholson's son in The Shining, in one scene, he's wearing a sweater that says Apollo 11 on it. Apollo 11, okay?
Yeah.
Just in one scene, he's wearing Apollo 11. Also, the one scene with Jack Nicholson when he's trying to work on his story, and on his typewriter he writes, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy." And some people are saying that the first word, all, actually stands for Apollo 11. Ooh. And they're saying that's little winks from Stanley Kubrick to let you know, without saying anything, because he's probably got an NDA, you know what I'm saying, that I did the fake footage, I did it. So check that out. If you're watching The Shining, look out for those two scenes.
When my son and I went out to Vegas, and we took a little trip out into the canyon, if you will, and heading out toward Area 51, I got a picture of an alien.
You did?
Yeah, there, right here.
Oh, wow!
They're actually midnight movie fans.
Yeah. I mean, I know that we're watched by a lot of people, but I didn't know that we were like,
fan of the U.S. and the midnight movie. Hold the U.S. flag and wearing a midnight movie hat.
Well, that's awesome. That means, you know what that means? It means aliens are awesome. Right?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know our signal reached that far in the ground, but I guess it does.
So they pick it up. They got that.
They got that picked up. All right. So that's all good stuff. If you're interested in crap like that, you can watch the movie Capricorn 1 with Elliot Gould and O.J. Simpson, where it's about the government doing a fake landing on Mars, and then they try to cover it up by killing everybody off. Capricorn 1.
That was before the Great Chase.
Before something. I didn't see
before the Great
Capricorn.
Chase, where the Broncos were running.
Oh yeah, that's
before the Great Chase.
Before OJ, became a conspiracy theory himself, right? Did he do it? Did he not?
Yeah.
He has a conspiracy theory. Isn't that weird how that happened? The government turned him into a conspiracy theory? Oh, okay. And a shout out to Dave Gutter, okay, for alerting us to a movie that's coming up called ISS, International Space Station. It's coming out. It sounds pretty good. I guess all the governments are at war.
Is that pronounced is?
Yeah, is.
Is.
But I guess the governments on Earth are all at war, so the different scientists and astronauts that are on the space station for different countries, they're notified to take over the space station for their country at all costs. So it's like, a little cat and mouse game going on in the International Space Station.
First show, last thing you sent isn't showing up.
No.
Just running and running.
Just running, but it's not.
Still need it, Mike.
Well, what else?
I'm not sure if I'm missing comments because it's running. We're going to need a number between.
There you go. No, we don't need a number yet.
That's not yet?
I got a ton of stuff.
Oh, shoot.
You're trying to get out, you got a hot date?
No.
Okay. I still got some things here, buddy.
I usually eat dates cold.
What?
Never mind. Bad player.
Speaking of
what?
Government, conspiracy theories and all that, and AI, which I used AI to create the little advertisement for today's show with Bigfoot, and it's supposed to be Kennedy, not Trump. Kennedy and Elvis on there. Yeah. Conspiracy theories.
Kennedy and Elvis in that end up looking like Trump and Johnny Cash.
Yeah, AI.
Not sure about the third guy.
AI doesn't get it too, but I didn't know why. They gave me stuff I didn't ask for. I didn't ask for
maybe that was part of the conspiracy.
I guess some conspiracy. But anyways, Dazed. This company called Dazed. It's an AI comedy.
Pass the doozy down to the
yeah,
left-hand side.
Hey, Dazed. They're putting a AI comedy special on YouTube. I guess it's on right now. And it's featuring George Carlin. If you're a George Carlin fan, okay? It's called I'm Glad I'm Dead. And what it is, the AI is presenting its imitation of a George Carlin comedy show. So they put it right. This is not George Carlin. This was not, whatever. But it's AI version of George Carlin's comedy show.
That's wrong.
That's what his daughter's saying. Is like his daughter's saying, no, he would never have went for this or whatever like that. But if you want to check out something weird on YouTube, I'm glad
I'm sure that AI isn't going to have the jokes or the insights or that Carlin had either.
Exactly. Yeah. The first thing it said, I did watch like the first minute or so, and it says, hey, I haven't been out here for a while. Maybe you haven't seen me, but I got a good reason. I've been dead! Okay, so it's like, would Carlin say something like that? I don't know. But also coming to your TV screens, we're on this space theme, all right? FX channel, they're starting an alien TV series that takes place before the time of Ripley, the movies. Ridley Scott is producer, so Alien's going to be a weekly TV show now. That probably really diluted it. Alien's one of the scariest monsters out there, in my opinion. It's one of the few things that scare me.
It's pretty evil looking.
Yeah, and so now it's going to be on every week, like Chucky, Chucky TV show, FX Alien. Now, I know you're wondering, okay, what's going on? What's coming up, right? So I got all this.
They're sitting on pins and needles, waiting.
First of all, our friends at the Sub-Zero Mission, okay, they got a cool raffle going on now. Sub-Zero Mission is a great charitable organization. They go out and they supply coats and boots to the homeless so they don't freeze during the wintertime. They have a bus that they take out, a specialized, special-built bus. They go all over Ohio, even some different states and cities. They track down the homeless. They actually find the homeless. They go where the homeless are, and they find them on the street. They give them coats, hats, boots. Okay, it's a great organization. And to raise some money, they're selling a raffle ticket. And this is pretty cool, Denny. They're selling exactly 1,000 tickets at $50 each. Okay, a $50 ticket.
Yeah.
Okay. The winner and the drawing will be when all the tickets are sold. The drawing will be held on their Facebook page on Facebook Live, just like us. See? What you get if you win, you get a trip on a private plane. Okay, to the winner's choice of destination in the continental U.S. east of the Mississippi. Okay, so you get to go like on a private plane, like Trump or like a superstar on a private plane
east of the Mississippi. So Vegas. Orlando, Miami, Daytona.
That's east?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know where Mississippi is. Is it Mississippi? Okay. But that's for, you get 2 hotel rooms, and that's for you and transportation for you and 3 friends for a 3-day, I think it's 3-day trip.
Midnight, could you imagine?
That'd be perfect, right?
Yeah, the midnight movie guy.
Yeah. We should scrape up $50 and buy a ticket.
Wow.
And if you want to, you go to subzeromission.org, okay? That's where you can buy the tickets.
Mr. Purcell has posted that on there.
Well, thank you. This is awesome. It's like having an extra hand in the control room. So, Sub-Zero Mission.
The remote control room.
Yeah, the remote control room. Of course, February 3rd, okay? The Monster Fest Mania, which you guys got to come see us at the Emilio Party Center in Cuyahoga Falls. We're going to be there. They got Vincent Price's daughter, Victoria, is coming. They got one of the Jasons from Friday 13th. They got some actresses from Scream. It's going to be a great time. We're going to be there. That's why it's going to be a great time. Doc Dredd's coming, okay? Doc Dredd is actually, we don't talk about Doc Dredd this week on his show, Friday night at 11:40. He's reviewing not 1, but 2 shows. 2 movies this week. He's reviewing 2 movies this week on Doc Dredd's show.
He's working overtime.
He's working hard, 11:40, so watch our friend Doc Dredd's show. February 4th, the very next day, right after the show.
Yeah.
Check this out. You're already in the area. Our friend Travis Bowen, he's having a premiere of his film, The Girl 2. Okay?
The Girl 2.
The Girl 2. We saw The Girl 1. We showed it on our show. So if you like The Girl 1, okay, Travis is having a premiere of his film, The Girl 2. at the Boardman Movie 8 in Boardman, okay, at 7:30, no, at 2:30 p.m. It's a matinee. And that stars Lisa Neld Infante, okay, Nancy Ann Ritter, and Leonora Scalfo. Those two girls are from Scream. And Lisa Neld, she's a local actress that does a lot of cosplay. The cast and crew's going to be there. That's at 2:30, so you can get your tickets at the BoardmanMovies8.com. Okay,
Oh, pretty cool.
Travis, yes.
Travis has always got some action going.
He is busy, man. He is
Yeah,
busy.
he-
And he's
he
going
does
to
a
be
good
at the
job.
convention, too. He's going to
Yeah.
be at the Monster Fest Mania, so he is hard work to do. Saturday, March 2nd, okay, at 7:30 p.m. at the Atlas Lakeshore Cinema, one of our buddies, Mr. Vern Adams, okay,
Yeah.
well, a movie that he acted in is going to be premiering. It's called Bullets, Brothers, and Blood by Johnny Woo, okay?
Yeah.
That's his VIP
Woo
premiere. Yeah, the Wooster.
Woo!
Woohoo! Vern's in the movie. His name's even in on the ad there, in the poster. Bullets, Brothers, and Blood. That's March 2nd at 7:30 p.m. It's a VIP
BBB.
premiere, so you can get your tickets there. Okay, it's going to be like fun.
What if you could take some bourbon in?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Vern. And this is cool if you're
It's in a
if
flask,
you're-
they never
a
know.
little flask, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
a
they
flask.
know it's time you got done drinking it, they know, because you'd be like, "Arr." This is pretty cool if you're a Simpsons fan. Hey, shout out to Mike. Mike's neighbor, okay, used to write for his
His
Simpsons.
name's Stu?
Or used to produce the Simpsons, right? Right, Mike? Something to do with the Simpsons, or was he landlord? I can't remember, but
I'm sure he'll
something to do with the Simpsons.
opine in here.
We tried to get an interview out to you, never did come about. But anyways,
That would've been
they're putting on a Moe's pop-up bar in Akron. So they're taking over the Missing Falls Brewery at 5540 South Main Street. Okay, they're taking over the brewery from January 19th through 28th, and they're setting it up like Moe's Bar in The Simpsons. They're gonna have special Simpsons-inspired drinks and food. All right, tickets have been on sale already. They're ranging from $23 to $79. I don't know what that includes, but you can go to the moespopup.com, moespopup.com for more information. But if you're a fan of The Simpsons, you can go there and sit around and hobnob with Homer and
Doe.
Bart and Doe. Yeah, so thought that was pretty cool. Let me see if
I
can
didn't watch much of The Simpsons back in the day. I just every so often I'd watch them. But
Yeah, they've been on so
it's
long.
been one of those I've been thinking about going back and just sort of,
Oh,
binge watching some, go back to the beginning and start watching them a little bit.
yeah.
The shows, because when you binge watch them like that and they take away the commercials, each show's going to be like 20 minutes,
I guess.
if that long, something like that.
That's
So
like
you
the
could-
longest running animated
so you
series.
could go through,
Yeah.
a lot of shows in a short.
If you're like
period
a
of time.
binge watcher, like I binge watch a lot of shows, if you try to binge watch that, you're gonna be busy for a while.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm retired.
Yeah, that's true. You do have some time on your hand. Maybe it'd be better put to. Oh, hey, here's a couple more things. See, I've got more stuff on here, Danny. If you're interested in the moon landing conspiracy stuff, you kind of want like a little directorial for it. Tubi TV has a nice little 45-minute little documentary called Moon Landing Conspiracy that has a bunch of facts that they hang their hat on. Okay,
Rochelle says 240 hours of The Simpsons.
that's a lot. That's like 2 weeks about.
You watch 10 hours a day, that's 24 days.
Who's got that time besides
I'm retired,
but you're here.
but I'm here. Well, I wouldn't watch on this day.
What does this say?
I don't know.
Oh, this movie sounded pretty good too. Apollo 18, it said. It's like they're supposed to do Apollo 18, but then they said, no, we're not going to do it. Well, they said the government actually did do it, and when they sent a crew up to the moon to put some things up, so they can watch the Soviets,
Yeah.
and when they're up there, they get infected by these aliens, these like spidery aliens that get inside their costumes, inside their outfits.
Spider aliens.
Spider
and,
aliens.
the hairs on the
Yeah,
camera.
exactly, maybe. And then they bring them back to Earth in these on the moon rocks, which are given to high level people, and then the aliens take them over. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's called Apollo 18. And I'm going to wrap up what I'm saying. Then we'll go into the book, Denny.
Yeah, so, while he's wrapping up,
Yeah.
need a number between 8 and 900 or somewhere in there.
Between 8 and 900, so we're going to get 100 pages today.
Between 8
and 900. The way you said it sounded like between 800 and 900.
No, I didn't say 800.
Well, it's like
between 8.
I'll give you between $700 and $900.
Okay, I'll take the 900.
Whatever. And the last thing I'm going to say while I wait for the number is, if you love all this NASA stuff, if you're like, you know what, you really got my blood pumping about NASA,
Yeah.
okay? Out in Brook Park, there's going to be a new facility being built right by NASA. That's going to be like an astronaut training ground. They just they break
Just
ground.
announced it,
Yeah. So that was one thing.
Supposed to be built in like 18 months.
Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah,
fast.
yeah.
Because they can build that, but they can't fix the gas leak. But NASA, tomorrow, NASA's hosting a virtual watch party to debut its new X-59 supersonic plane, okay? It's tomorrow at 4 p.m. on the NASA Plus streaming channel. Is that like Apple Plus? I don't know. You find NASA Plus streaming channel. The X-59 is a 99-foot-long, needle-like single-engine jet designed to minimize sonic booms and revolutionize supersonic flight. It can cruise at 55,000 feet at 925 miles an
You
hour.
remember hearing sonic booms back in the day?
Yeah.
That was sort of cool. All of a sudden, it's just out of nowhere, you know.
Yeah.
Boom! You're like, whoa,
Hey,
what
what's
the hell
wrong
is
with those? Why we gotta get rid of them? They didn't do nothing, right? Just boomed, right? I guess they don't want it.
that? Scared to pee out the dogs, I guess.
Yes. That's tomorrow on NASA Plus at, 4:30. So you can watch their debut, X-59. Hope it'll turn out like the $6 million man, you know, what happened to him. Yeah, that's
Mike, is that the plane, Mike?
He's already got that up there? That looks like it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he's quick. He's been making posts.
He is.
Miss Chowders.
What is it?
Miss Chowders is asked for page 325
325.
for Miss
I'm
Chowders.
gonna make it extra funny for her today. I'm gonna put all my comedy chops in
Thanks,
there.
Mike.
325. That's right here. Okay. What do you want here? We got Hardcastle and McCormick. We remember that show, right? Brian Keith from Family Affair. Okay. It was on, what did I say, from 1983 to 1986. It was a good show, like an action adventure. Brian Keith, Daniel Hugh Kelly, Mary Jackson, John Hancock.
Ben Franklin, too.
Yep. Joe Santos. What goes on with this? Vigilante justice reached new extremes in this action series in which an athletic retired judge decided to track down the ones that got away. Ooh, that does sound pretty good. Presumed criminals who had beaten a rap in his courtroom over the previous 30 years. Oh, so he is. Who was he the judge, right?
They were already acquitted.
Yeah, they were
Beat
acquitted.
rap.
They were acquitted, but he's like, you know what?
Yeah,
Because you know what? Because they got
the
smart
jurors got
lawyers.
it wrong.
Well, smart lawyers, lack of evidence, and legal loopholes. That's what he said. You know what? You're not getting away that easy. So he was still, okay, really. Judge Hardcastle was still remarkably fit at 65. Okay. Really? Brian Keith, do you think he was remarkably fit at 65? He didn't look remarkably fit when he was on Family Affair.
No.
So,
Well, man, then he started working out.
I guess. But he needed some help, so he recruited a handsome, young, two-time loser. Well, okay. You know what? I'm going to recruit somebody. Let me get a loser.
Let me get a loser.
Yeah, I need a loser to help me, named Mark. No offense, Mark Pinto.
He's not a loser.
No, he's not a loser. He's handsome. He's handsome, though, right? I guess.
You know?
Anyways,
different strokes for different folks.
this guy's actually, he happened to be a hotshot racing driver, okay?
Yeah.
Now, the deal was that Hardcastle would get the lad off the hook for his latest conviction, auto theft. No, okay. If Mark would help the judge track down his cases. He says, I figure it takes one to catch one. Okay, wow, Hardcastle was really smart, right? So, of course, he agrees. Now, Hardcastle, who used to wear loud shirts and tennis shorts under his robes on the bench, was now wearing T-shirts with slogans like, no plea bargaining in heaven, and find them and hang them. That's
Whoa,
radical. Could do that today.
Picture a judge, yeah. Picture a judge doing that today.
Yeah, he's not going to. He raced around in a macho red sports car. Macho because you had to crawl in through the windows. Well, he's like Dukes of Hazzard, right? No,
Yeah.
macho. With license plates that read.
But they sort of jumped in. They would jump in with their feet and go in.
How'd they get into that thing? How can you do that? I couldn't do that.
Like,
Well, yeah,
didn't they go
Well, how
in
did this
Facebook?
guy get in? Did he go in Facebook?
Oh, he said he crawled in. So
He
I
crawled in.
and, you know, and
That's not cool. I'd rather, if I had to crawl
Oh,
in.
look at Dan. He's already posted the picture.
You're amazing, him. This guy's like in another planet. He's all like, let's see what else happens here. So if I had to crawl in, though, I'm having the door open. You know what I mean? And think of the
Well, then you wouldn't have to crawl.
Yeah, but you wouldn't like crawl, right? So anyway,
open the door. How much time? By the time you crawled in and get situated, you can
Yeah.
open the door
just slide in.
and slide in.
Yeah.
And be ready to
So
go.
it was stupid, right?
Yes.
That was the dumbest thing ever.
Well, I'm not going to open the door.
Yeah, I'm
gonna-
just crawl
I'm
in.
going to crawl in and get going.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a convertible.
It's a red sports car. Yeah, if it's a convertible, I'd crawl in maybe, but even then I want the door.
Hey, wait a minute.
What is it?
Amanda says she remembers that show.
Yeah.
And that Mike is on the ball with his picture.
Yeah, he's on the ball. I remember that show too, but I don't think I watched it because I was never a big Brian Keith fan. I didn't like how he treated kids in
The
fans.
guy, I reckon, the guy that plays his cohort looks a little familiar. Oh, look at that sport car.
The Sebastian Cabot.
Oh, no, he swings his butt and drops. He
Oh.
sits down and swings his butt.
Well, Hardcastle's not getting that. That's the young guy.
Yeah, he's jumping in the.
Hardcastle's opening the door. So you.
Yeah, the guy with a no convertible opens the door to get in. The guy with a with a top, he crawls in.
Do Hollywood executives sit around and they figure out what looks cool, even though it looks stupid? That's a good question, right? Any of you Hollywoodites out there? Is that what they do? Like, hey, we got this car. How do we get into it? Do we just open the door? Do we slide
It
in?
ain't got much. It almost looks like a bit of a. It's a small top, whatever kind of car it is. I'm not a car guy, so I don't know what kind of
kid
car.
cars. That doesn't look like a cool car to me.
Yeah.
It looks like a kid car.
Like a baby Batmobile.
Baby
Like a baby
Batmobile.
Batmobile.
Let's see what else he did here, Jenny. Amid a steady stream of wisecracks and car crashes, okay, he still knew how to lean on his many contacts in the judiciary and on the streets of the crack cases. They lived at the judge's palatial estate. Well, that would be good, right? Kind of like, what's his name? Tom Selleck. Who's that? Tom Selleck. Mustache.
Mustache.
Come on. Hawaii. No. Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
What did he play? He played character.
Oh shit. Yeah, crap.
Yeah, what's his name? Michael, have it up before we think of it.
Yeah.
Mike, who is that? No, we can't think of it. And they just redid a show. Who's going to get it first? Will Denny get it or will Michael get it?
Michael got it.
Michael get it. Anyways, back to this.
See, the car that McCormick drove, the Coyote X, was built from custom molds of the McLaren M6 GT Magnum TI. Oh, look at who comes in. We're getting near the end, and who comes in?
Who is it?
Vern.
Oh, Vern popped in?
Vern,
we were just talking about you, Vern, and your big premiere for Bullets, Brothers, and Blood. Okay, I told everybody about it. Get their tickets. Johnny Woo. Okay, told everybody. Let me finish this then.
Okay, finish it.
Mark hadn't really committed the crime, and Hardcastle only went after offenders for their current offenses. Once he even took on a trio of fellow judges who decided to simply kill ex-cons as they were released from prison. Okay. But the criminal element presumably got the message. The judges were wearing shirts that said, "Blast them, Tonto!"
Ooh.
So that's Hardcastle McCormick, not the Spice guy, okay?
He might have been spicy.
Well, he could have been spicy, but they should. They could go back and do a sequel to that now, though. They could. They have no new ideas. They did do a what did we just say, Magnum PI. They rebooted him. They rebooted the Y50. They could reboot Hardcastle and McCormick, right? I could see it.
Redoing Magnum PI would be like
They
Magnum,
did. They
Magnum
did redo it. They did redo it. What's the
I
matter
know,
with you?
but that'd be Magnum PU. You
Yeah.
can't redo the.
Did you ever watch him? He's so wimpy looking. He's not cool at all. The guy that plays Magnum. And that, no, I'm not even giving him a wink, but I'll give a wink to all you guys out there. Here's a wink to you, Mike, for all your jumping in there and stuff.
It's pretty good.
So that's it. That's all I got today.
That's us.
That's it. So tune in tomorrow. Watch the X-59. Okay, do its thing, and you'll go see Apollo 18 and watch the midnight movie. This weekend you watch our marathon. I don't know what the movie is yet, but watch all day on
Yeah,
Spectrum.
we never know what the movie's going to be
Yeah.
until.
Save your money though. February 3rd, come see us at
Yes.
Monsters Fest Mania. We got our products there, and we need your cash. You know what I'm saying?
we do.
We need your cash to survive, literally. So
We got some good stuff.
we got some good stuff. We got posters over here. That's just the beginning of the good stuff.
Limited edition anymore.
Yeah, limited edition. Get them, and supposedly, maybe we don't know for sure, but it may be true. Vern's supposed to be coming.
Oh,
So-
you get that missing autograph.
Yeah, so get your missing autograph while you can. Okay. Then
Vern-
he's gonna take us out.
Vern, if you're coming, you better go buy a new marker, buddy.
Yeah,
You will do, yeah. He's going to be signing a lot. So, everybody, thanks again for watching, joining us today.
I got crampy legs.
He's got
I got a crampy leg, so it's taking me
He's had to
too
go to the bathroom all day. He's got
Oh.
crap going down his leg.
Not crap, cramp.
Oh. He's
Got a
got
Krampus.
Oh, yeah, play on words. All right. Hey, everybody. We'll see you. Y'all take care. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Amanda, and everybody else. Thank you, Mike, for all you did, man. Appreciate it. See y'all next week.